So this is where I met him. Right here, basically. I used to go in here all the time, but I don't go in there as much as anymore. Anyway, it's one of the best stores in Pittsburgh, and it's independently owned. We'll go over more of this in a second. I'm probably actually going to clip this video just for the sake of it. And I'm also not going in there, unfortunately. So we'll talk about this in 1 second. So the first time, or the time that I met Mac Miller was inside that store that I just showed you. And it was very peculiar. I'd never met a celebrity before. And I used to be really into music. So I wanted to showcase to Mac Miller, basically, my talent, so to speak. But anyway, I've never seen a celebrity before. So I was in there. It was about winter. It was definitely winter. In the evening, because I think it was getting dark. So it was around like 5 or 6. And if you don't know, Mac Miller is from Pittsburgh, the same place that I'm from. And so I'm going to tell you how it went down. If you've never been into the store, it's one of the most independent, popular, expensive, hard to find, exquisite, organic store. It would make sense for him to be here. He probably knew about it way before he's famous. I think where he grew up was down the street, like further down the street, because a lot of these streets around here are long as hell. In fact, 5th Avenue, he has a song, Party on 5th Ave, and I'm right next to that bitch. B's trying to come in my window. I'd film him, but he already went away. When he comes back, I'll get him. So if you don't know, it's really small inside the store, and the aisles are really tight. Probably some of the tightest aisles of a store, almost like convenience. It resembles a convenience store the way the aisles are tight. And it's very small. Very. So anyways, I just got in there a couple minutes before he did. I was looking at some vegetables, and I mind you, it's wintertime. So you know what I mean? I'm just looking at the vegetables. I happen to, and I have on winter clothes. I have on a pilot hat. You know, like one of those pilots, they look like they have those hats. My brother gave it to me. It was a Heineken hat for when he worked at the beer distributor. One of the best hats. I love that hat. I freaking lost it, but he gave everyone one of those. Anyways, and I had on winter gear plus that hat. This guy came in through the store, and I could see him right in the first aisle, because the first aisle leads her exactly where I was. And I could see the entrance. And he's there with somebody, a woman, and she's shorter than him. And as soon as he walks in, for some reason, I turn my head and he turns ahead. We lock eyes. Funny thing about it was he was wearing like the exact same clothes I was. He had on a pilot hat too. Now, when I first seen him, I did not know it was him. We just kind of locked eyes. I think he was more being cautious and conscious of what was going around him. And I just turned. But then when he walked by me, it clicked that it was Mac Miller. And so then it just hit me as like, okay, what am I going to do about this situation? First thing that came to me was I'm going to spit a freestyle because I'm one of the best freestylers. And I could spit freestyles real good. And that would be like on the spot, live, that I could show him. Because that would be the only thing that I could say. And there wasn't a lot of people in the store at the time. So I was like, I went up to him because he was back at the cafeteria at this point. It's small. And he was with this woman. And I went up to him. I was like, hey, man, I feel like he knew I was going to come up and say something. But I was being quiet. I was like, look, man, I don't want to blow up your spot. Even though there wasn't that many people in there. I was like, I don't want to blow up your spot, but can I show you I can freestyle? Can we go out back? I don't want to blow it up in here. Can we go right out back and I can show you I can freestyle? Now, it turns out the woman that he was with was Ariana Grande. So I guess I meant two celebrities at one. I didn't really necessarily care about her. I just didn't, to think about it, I didn't have any focus towards her. She looked completely different than she does on camera. That would be another reason. Like, she did not look how she looked at all. Neither didn't. Mac Miller looked more like him, but with all the Photoshop and all the editing, he had pimples at the time. Like, because I remember, and I'm not disgracing him. I'm just saying Mac Miller looked like Mac Miller, but it looked like either he was having like an acne breakout or he just didn't look as shaved and polished as he does on the magazines and videos and whatnot. Ariana Grande did not look like her. No way. There's no way. She had on less makeup. She did not look like Ariana Grande. And so, like, he was thinking about it, but he was hesitant. And basically, he said no. Now, Ariana Grande, who was right there, and like right there when I asked him this, she was actually egging him to do it. So at least I had the balls and go to ask him. And Ariana Grande, literally, I was right there. She was like, no, go do it. She said, go do it. But he still wasn't having it, basically. So that's that. That was the first celebrity. I guess I meant two famous celebrities right then and there. Obviously, this is times ago when he was alive. Rest in peace to Mac Miller. And basically, that was it. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Have a nice one.